we go again. Welcome back to The Great Cricketer, brought to you by ASKTGC, India's leading digital insurance company. The Lord does it again. Tupac is alive, baby. India, they're on the cusp here. They're on the cusp of this South African victory that they've craved. I've craved for it. I've craved for something. Just to be allowed outside again. Sam Perry, how are your cravings?
Mate, orange juice driven. This one thing I've really enjoyed with our public release of information that we have SARS-CoV-2 is everything we now say that's disagreed with is explained in terms of having a COVID-addled brain.
That's right.
I hadn't heard that as one of the offshoots or symptoms of COVID, that your brain starts saying things that are, or delivering information that's incorrect. But so that seems to be the case. But yeah, mate, the cravings are for orange juice and for bad food. Though I think the bad food is more of just a psychological thing that stems back to childhood. And I don't really want to talk about it any further. Hey, can I say one more thing?
Yeah. You
say India's on its way to victory. Mate, this looks like a very evenly poised test match to me. We got a test match here.
Ooh.
He goes, after days. I think we've got a test match. India 58 runs ahead, 2 wickets down. The deck playing tricks. Can they get to 200 or a little bit higher? Man, I think it's on.
Yeah, except one team has got fucking Jesus bowling for them. Now, if you're new here, click like, click subscribe. We're covering all the way through the Ashes, this series, the IPL, the World Cups. If there's a game being played, then we'll cover it. Especially, we have to now cover Bangladesh because they're about to beat the best team that's ever played the game. Pez, let's get into the first thing. Seventh heaven for Tupac. He gets his first bag and his first fifer in Test match cricket. You know what? KR Rahul, he held him back. Everyone got a bowl. Everyone had a bowl. Bumrah, Shami, Evan Ashwin got some overs in. The guy doesn't like Kohli, or vice versa, which explains the knife in Kohli's back at the moment. But you know what? Then the Lord comes in. South Africa almost get to lunch. They're getting to lunch. They're almost there, just no wickets lost. And then the Lord comes in, nicks off Elgar. He takes 3 for 8 off 5 overs at one point. Is this guy the best guy that's ever played cricket?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's a controversial point in any way. I think that's accepted now. He's more than a partnership breaker. Mate, I like that it's 7 as well. I mean, I was talking about names yesterday, and that lit up the YouTube comments a little bit, how the name actually outperforms the performance. And I think numbers do the same thing. All well and good to get a fifer, but let's get greedy. You know, he's bowling at the end, and he turns it 6 to 7. When you've got 7 there, now every time he comes on to bowl for the rest of his test career, which will span roughly 100, 150 tests, if the format survives, and if they start including India A in those tests,
that's right,
so that they can play a lot more. Every time he comes on to bowl now, he's going to have at least 7 for 61 as his best bowling figures. And you know, when a bowler has 7 in there, you think, okay, that's serious. Yeah, 7, as you said, 7th heaven. Not sure if he believes in that construct, but which actually regulates the behaviour of people. Incredible construct. But mate, more than a partnership breaker, angling in, nibbling away. He's got, you know, what that's in AFL terms in Australia, they'd say he's got something about him. So that's not really defining what it is, but there's something. It's X factor, and couldn't be happier for Tupac or the Lord.
There's something about just the way he waddles in. It's just like, how does this bloke get a game for India? There's Bumrah's coming in, Shami, presentation team, Ashwin, spinning webs, Axar Patel selling potions at the back of the stadium again. That's a separate thing, which is actually illegal, but especially in Joburg. But and then the Lord just comes in, just waddling in. Yeah, he's gonna winkle you out. There's a winkle about it, isn't there? Like the ball that he gets Petersen to just sucks him into the drive. You know, nicks him off, and he's just doing enough with it. Mate, I don't understand why it's so good, but it just is. He's the best 4th grader I've ever seen.
He bowls all day. It's fit. It's very fit. I wonder how he's going on a yo-yo test, etc. But yeah, big, burly. I couldn't be happier for him. I love. You know, could you remember him at the Gabba as well? Like, who is this bloke? Who's this bloke?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, actually, neither do I, come to think of it. That must be the COVID-addled brain. I think someone named their dog after that game. I don't know what was going. Yeah, something's all sorts. I'm having fever dreams.
That's
about
right.
That.
No one's ever seen that Arajan since. All right, second thing, Pez. Petersen and Bavuma, they did get South Africa in front. So Indy got 202 in the first inning. South Africa got 229. Probably should have said that at the top if I was good at my job, which I'm not. But mate, Petersen got his first Test 50. Bavuma came in and scored a brisk 50. Bavuma's a much improved player from the last time I've seen him. I've always thought he was a bit of a weak link in the batting lineup, especially because he played in some strong teams at the beginning part of his career. But Bavuma looked solid. But Jordan Petersen, Jordan Petersen's son Keegan, Jordan Petersen batting 3 for South Africa.
Very strange technique, Jordan Petersen. He sort of takes very old. He bats like WG Grace. Very old, outdated ideas. But anyway, but packaged up in a new way.
That's right. Mate, he played some nice shots. I like it. He's had some raps on him, apparently, Keegan Petersen. He's like under 19s guy. But played some nice cover drives, got to 50, and then hit Shami for, I think, 3 fours and an over, maybe 2 fours and an over. And it was just before lunch. Elgar had got out. Elgar looked fucking awful, by the way. And then it just started to get a little bit loose. He played like a couple of loose-ish drives off Shami, just got sort of inside a half of the bat, did that twice, I think, and then the Lord just winkled him out, just bowled one, then winked at him, and that was enough, and he got caught at slip. But I think there's something there. There's something there with a few of these South African guys that, look, fundamentally, it's not a very good team, and they're building towards something, and I don't even know if this crop of players is the team to get them to somewhere, but I see something in Petersen. There's something there. Is that he currently plays for them, and he's Jordan Petersen.
His son, yeah. Jordan Petersen, like a guy just desperate to be an alpha, always destined to fail. Keegan Petersen, on the other hand, I think Keegan Petersen looks good. He plays with fluency. I like the way the bat moves. 60 odd. That'll buy him some time in the team. It's good. I like how you describe South Africa. It's an unspecified destination with unspecified players, but it's South Africa. You're not going to rule anything out. There's still a lot of talent there. But mate, I think they're balls deep in this test match.
Yeah, they're balls deep in the test.
Oh, I do. It is. It's the game is close, and it will swing on an hour or a session or two. And they do have players that can make things happen on a wicket that's offering a lot to the bowlers. So it's going to be who can stay the most consistent and avoid any kind of collapse, I think. But I think it's on this game big time. We saw Varane, not to be confused with Rafael Varane. Debut with the bat, I guess, and what did I take away from that? It was a laboured innings, but he's apparently nicknamed Skulls by his teammates because he has red hair. So that's what I'm bringing to this show today.
Well, I thought that was his debut as well. He's actually played 2 tests, so but this is the first time I've seen him. So that actually, but mate, I was going to say on Varane, he averages 52 in first class cricket.
Saw that,
and I watched it and I was like. I mean, with the greatest of respect to Rafael Varane, Paul Scholes, Manchester United, and the new South African wicketkeeper, who I've got to say, he looks like a keeper. He looks the business. It's Oxford top buttoned, all done up, pop collar. Yeah. It's a crease shirt. It's nicely pressed through the shoulders, long sleeves. I like all of it. I also like Gray Nichols for a keeper. There's something neat about that. But when Shami was bowling, and I was like, 52 in first class cricket? Must have been a lot of red inks. Must have been a lot of not outs there.
Yeah. Like when you're a bat that goes back and across as your movement, and then you're facing quicks and you're trying to get forward but you can't, so your bat comes through before your feet do, that's when you're like, oh, there's a class difference there. I mean, because if I was facing Shami, I would merely get forward. And if I need to rock back to pull him, I just would.
And you sort of get out in front, don't you? You just sort of.
It depends. It depends where. Yeah, it depends if he lands in my box, because I actually have a sort of quadrant thing like Ricky Ponting. So, I don't know if you want to raise it. Like, it's full disclosure, I missed some of the cricket last night, but and I was very disappointed to miss whatever controversy happened with Rishabh punt and catching. Can you walk us through that? I'm sure the viewers will be keen for our views on whether or not punt is a cheat.
A bit rich coming from Australians. Where's your sandpaper?
Very much.
Yeah.
It's here.
It's just around my neck, you see. Just wearing a fucking shame with sandpaper on it.
Yeah, like people have an engagement ring on their neck and their necklace. I have 80 grit sandpaper.
It's like Andrew Strauss. Andrew Strauss used to wear a ring, didn't he, around his neck? Yeah.
That's right.
Bancroft just has a
shark
fucking...
tooth. That was the style at the time.
Look, there was okay. Both off Van der Dussen. The first one definitely bounced, and also Van der Dussen didn't hit it. The second one that was given out of Van der Dussen that was the last one before lunch. Look, it probably bounced. It probably did. It wasn't so blatant where it was like, no one's calling anyone a cheat. It's not as silly as that. It probably bounced, you know. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, first and foremost, I'm a fielder. I wasn't good at anything else, but I could catch. And like it, you know, like batters get enough. Batters get enough in the game. Flat wickets, fucking size of bats, DRS. I mean, it was out enough. Is the
question with Rishabh more like, yeah, you know, I think we know by now that you don't always know if it carries to you, but like with Rishabh, the question is because he's got some form. Is like, you know, it's a philosophical thing. Like you're either a claimer or you're not, and like I have a lot of sympathy and understanding for claimers. You know, like I mean, we all claim it when it comes to tax, for example.
Well, you work for an insurance company, so.
Well, we both do at the moment. You know, like. Yeah, that's right. Acco's claim it of the day. Oh, that's his COVID-addled brain again. Yeah. Rishabh's a claimer. Hey, keepers. He's probably from a long line of claimers. You know, like his father was a claimer. Like I don't mind claiming. It's okay. He's a keeper, and. The video will show it. I'm happy with him being a little bit cheeky and going, I caught that, even if he doesn't quite know. I mean, it's funny. Why wouldn't you just go like, I don't know if I caught it because it's going to be seen on the camera? But I kind of like that he just goes, yeah, I got it, all good. Oh yeah, no, that whole controversy was less about punt claiming it. The second one, I mean, it was more about did the umpires get it right? I don't know. It was out enough for me. All right, 13 players. All right, cool.
South Africa are, I think they're 58 ahead at the moment. They're 2 for 85.
India
and the two guys. India. The two guys at the crease are probably playing for their spots. I reckon 250 might be enough on this pitch as a lead.
Oh yeah,
because this wicket, no one's ever in. No one's ever in on this wicket. No hundreds in the game so far. Only 350s, and Ashwin's 46. So it's a tough wicket. 250. I don't think this South African team are good enough to chase 250 on a tough wicket against this bowling attack. Although Siraj might be down, I'm not sure. He was certainly involved within himself. But what do you reckon? What's a good total for South Africa to chase or India to defend?
Man, if something ends up between like 180 and 210, it's going to be awesome. I reckon.
Yeah.
Pujara started well. Backs to the wall. He's pulling the ball, looking for runs. What is he? He's 30-odd knot. That's great. Yep. You know, I love it. Pujara steps up when his team needs him. I really hope that Rahane scores runs as well, just because of the name and the horse's head and the mafia stuff and what he did to us. 180, 210. I think it's game on, big time.
So basically what will happen there is that India will get 470 in front, and this game will be done and dusted.
Okay.
Hashtag AskTGC brought to you by Akko. Mandeep Patak says, AskTGC, do you guys miss, or does anyone for that matter, let us know in the comments, those medium pace bowlers Jeffrey Boycott used to call them dibbly dobbly, likes of Hansi Cronje, Ganguly, Steve Waugh, Robin Singh, Guy Whittle, Chris Harris? That genre is extinct, eh? Do you miss that? Do you miss the dibbly dobblers?
Yeah, I do. It's extinct at test level. And yeah, because they just produce like athlete robots now, and it's sad they don't have like winklers, as you were talking about. And I liked a lot of those bowlers. Even like opening, like Adam Dale was good at that as well. Like keeper up to the stumps was more of a one day thing or whatever. Yeah, I miss it, but I don't want it back either.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, the closest we've got is Colin, I think, but even Colin can like sort of crank it up to sort of 106, 107.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, thanks so much as ever for tuning into TGC. If you're new here, click subscribe, drop a like on this video as well. Let us know in the comments what you want us to talk about tomorrow in Ask TGC. India probably going to win by too much tomorrow, but maybe South Africa will win it. I don't know. See you tomorrow.